It's now emerged that while Anglo American Platinum says it has to cut around 3,700 jobs, it's also paying out a dividend to shareholders with about 6 billion rand. In other words, it's cutting jobs because it says it cannot afford to retain all those workers. At the same time, it's paying back the people who own it 6 billion rand. Livhuwani Mammburu is the communications manager and spokesperson of the National Union of Mine Workers. Livhuwani, good afternoon to you. I can't imagine how angry you must be at this. How would you describe what Anglo American Platinum is doing here?
No, definitely, Stephen, we are very concerned about the Section 189 that was issued by Anglo Platinum 2 weeks ago, where they said that they are going to retrench 3,712. In fact, the number of workers who received letters of retrenchments, Stephen, is 8,880. So that is the number. Also, the 620 contractors, we can confirm as the National Union of Mine Workers about those numbers. But we are deeply concerned. Also, the company going to pay dividends to their investors while they are retrenching such a huge number of workers.
It's quite something that they're giving all of this money to shareholders. I mean, if they had decided not to pay this dividend, do you think some of your members would be able to keep their jobs?
No, definitely, Stephen. It shows that their employees are not the priority. The investors are the ones who are a priority. And that is what concerns us as the National Union of Mine Workers. And another thing, Stephen, that we heard is that the company is retrenching in operations where they are labor intensive because in future they want to mechanize the mines. So we're not surprised by what they're doing. It's not because of platinum, rhodium and platinum prices that are not doing well in the international market. But the main strategy here by Anglo Platinum, we hear is that they are retrenching in labor-intensive operations with the intention to mechanize in future.
Do you think there's really anything you can do to stop them from doing this? I know a strike against retrenchments is always very difficult, and at the moment, so many of your members are just desperate to get by anyway.
It's a difficult one. They are allowed by the law to issue Section 189. And as the NUM, we do not agree with that, but we are going to engage them in 60 days of consultation meetings to see if we can find avoidance measures. I mean, one of the avoidance measures that we want to talk about, because the company is saying that it's not making profit in most of the operations. We are going to argue with them that they must sell some of these operations where they are saying that they are not making a profit, so that interested investors can take over and then we can avoid these retrenchments, Stephen.
Do you think other mining companies might do the same thing, Livhuwani?
Come again?
Do you think other mining companies are going to do the same thing, give money back to shareholders and fire workers?
I don't know, but as NUM, we anticipate more retrenchments to come. You might have seen also Kumba has also issued Section 189 to retrench 500 workers because of the Transnet transport system that has collapsed. I mean, we are anticipating that, especially in the iron ore industry and in the coal sector industry, where Transnet is unable to transport coal to the harbors.
Livhuwani Mammburu, thank you, Communications Manager, spokesperson at the National Union of Mine Workers.